Built in 1924, the present Whispers Adult Superstore used to be a former funeral home. Are those impressions still lurking within these walls?
Probably the cold and like just the noises, just like stuff falling and the bangs and like footsteps.
Okay.
Those are alarming.
What the hell was that?
And there's a lot of energy. There's a lot. Like it feels like a lot of things are just coming.
All right, Liv, so thanks for having us out here today. Why don't you tell me a little bit of what's going on here?
Just had, weird noises, footsteps, stuff's been coming off the shelves, and when
Right.
stuff falls, it's really dramatic, it's really loud. The boss will leave, and upstairs we'll hear his chair shuffling, we'll hear bangs, we'll hear knocks, and it's just a bunch of stuff I can't explain. Sometimes it's creepy, sometimes you get really cold.
Okay, so there's no vibes of like something nasty.
No.
Would you say it's playful?
Yeah, playful, mischievous, or, like...
Tell me a little bit about where the most activity is happening in the building.
I would say it would have to be at the desk, in front of the desk, behind the desk. You get cold spots.
Right.
Upstairs.
When
in
you
the
say
office.
upstairs, what's happening upstairs?
The chair moves. We hear bangs.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody's scooting around, and like I said, the boss is left for the day, so there's no reason.
So there's
for
no
the
boss upstairs. Okay, anywhere else we should focus our
downstairs.
investigation? What about downstairs?
It just different energy. It feels weird. We don't like to go down there. It's like almost like you
The
shouldn't be in
staff?
here. Yeah.
So this is like all the staff here
Yeah,
doesn't like going downstairs?
not really, no. And especially like back towards like the further you go, it's like no, I'm good. I don't go down there unless I have to. And if I do, I'm like, okay, sorry, I'm down here, and I grab whatever I need to, and I run up.
All right. well,
And that's
nice.
usually after we go downstairs. Then we hear like more bangs. It's almost like we came down here.
Cool. Well, we'll definitely go and focus on those areas for you.
Okay, as soon as I came down here, I feel movement. I'm wondering if what is seen is movement.
The chair moves. We hear bangs.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody's scooting around, and
I don't know if I'd like it down here. I think you'd feel watched all the time. I feel creeped out a little bit and the lights are on. Okay, I'm in the second floor office now upstairs. When I was coming up the stairs, I felt like somebody was coming with me. I don't know if other people have had that experience where you're being followed up the stairs. You're not alone on the stairs. I'm actually quite surprised with the amount of energy I feel in this building. My heart is racing right now. Okay, because we are in an adult store, we do have curtains up just to keep this, PG. Now, my read on this area of the store is I feel like I'm being watched. I feel like I'm not being violated, but I'm being watched, like, intently and in a not a nice way. I noticed the big mirrors up in the corner, to keep an eye on shoplifters, and I don't know if this is an experience, but when I looked up at it, I saw more movement. I'm wondering if they're seeing things in the mirrors.
As soon as I came down the stairs, you can feel the atmosphere change. Give me the name Albert. It's about 5'5", a little bit taller than me, bushy beard, jeans and like a jean shirt on, quite unkempt. And I can see him standing right there by the electrical box. And he greeted me as I came in the door. He came up to the top of the stairs. So I think he travels throughout this building and possibly attached buildings as well. Okay, so as I walk up to you, there's a change in energy. It's like back here, it's him. Here, it's softer. And I think this is where the little one hangs out. And this is his favorite place, so I'm gonna go and see if I can talk to him back here. He hides out in here because the gentleman scares him. He'll get up to silly little stuff like shutting the door, moving, making noises, stuff to make people jump. It's not malicious in any way. It's just his way of letting them know this is where I am. Okay, so in here, as I walk in, I feel drunk. There's no other way of putting it. I feel giggly. I feel, whew. Okay, and there's a lady that's impressing this on me. But a very, very nice lady. Very nice lady. She doesn't go downstairs because she really dislikes the gentleman who's downstairs. Okay, so it's a different feeling in this area of the store again. I think people would feel like somebody had brushed past them or rushed past them and see some of the items of clothing moving, but there's no wind. It's almost like somebody's brushed past. Anybody who's sensitive, I think, would feel anxiety for no reason.
It just different energy. It feels weird.
I don't pick up on anything else in here.
All right, so down here, I'm in the basement. This is the area that both Karina and Sarah felt the presence of a vagrant older man. She picked it up in here, both girls did, so I'm making my way into this room to see if I can't make contact. Are you in here? What's your name? If you're in here, can you give me a sign? Can you knock? How old are you? Are you in here? What's your name? You're in here? Can you give me a sign? Can you knock? I'm gonna see if I can just get something to talk to me through the spirit box. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Is your camera on?
Yeah. Just that's the corner, just so you know, that Sarah said he likes to stand.
And I can see him standing right there by the electrical box.
So he's over there.
That was really loud. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but I heard it.
Can you say hello? Can you tell me your name? Is this your room? Are you the one in the corner?
I heard that.
Huh? Did that sound like huh to you? Come talk into this box. I can hear you. What the hell was that? Was that you?
Where was that, John?
That came from this cabinet somewhere here.
That was loud.
That was super loud. I'm not sure what exactly that was, but this is the area that both Dean and myself heard something slamming, and I'm not seeing what it could be.
What?
16, 11, 17.
What is going on?
Is in here?
There's something behind that. There's gotta be. Oh, there you go.
There we go. So there's our Millie Gals debunked. Alright, so this is the room that Sarah picked up this little fella in. Now we were trying to get in touch with him from the large room in the basement. However, there wasn't much response. So I'm going to see if I can talk to him. Yeah, I heard that too. Was that him? Did you?
I don't think that was in the room.
That came from out there.
Yeah.
That's coming from beside you, buddy.
Is it the door?
I don't know. Can you move the door again? If that's you moving the door, can you move it? We're getting responses here of some sort.
The door is moving.
Really? See, I don't have that vantage point.
The door movement was ever so slightly, and with John not having the benefit of seeing through an IR camera, he was not able to see the slight movement I was detecting based on the shadow of the door.
He'll get up to silly little stuff, like shutting the door.
Can you just shine a light here? Is there a spider web here?
Let's find out.
Something's touching me.
Dude, I don't see any cobweb on you. Did you touch Dean? Something's touching my back.
Yeah, it's like really light.
Yeah.
Like it was like a spider web. That's how I can explain. That's why I said to bring the light over, because it was like a spider web brushing over my hand.
It was almost like something was pulling on my shirt. You know that feeling when something pulls your shirt?
Yeah.
That's what I was feeling. Were you pulling on my shirt?
We did not catch this piece of evidence until we were back at Nerve Center. However, our team was divided on it. Upon slowing down and zooming in, it appears that John's shirt is pulled in an upward and outward fashion as if something small is tugging at his shirt.
0.1 milligauss. It's like he's inspecting it.
Well, if
I'm just speculating, of course.
if he's kid energy, it may not be strong enough to set off the REM pod.
No.
What was?
I don't know what the hell that was. You heard that, right?
That sounded like a voice,
Yeah.
but it didn't. Like it was like a man's voice.
Bad. That's
Yeah.
what it said.
That's exactly what I heard.
Bad?
So a few voice phenomena happened here. The first is a very audible voice tone that neither John or I heard during the investigation, and we are the only two in the room. If you listen careful, you hear the voice, then John, and finally mine.
Dang it.
Well, if
I'm just speculating, of course.
if he's kid energy, it may.
Dang it.
Well, if
I'm just speculating, of course.
if he's kid energy, it.
The second was a clear disembodied male voice that both John and I heard say bad.
What was? What was?
I don't know what the hell that was. You heard that, right? Yeah, 0.1 is not a really strong signal, but it's staying constant, almost like he's leaning up against it. You got touched. Can you explain what you felt?
It literally felt like a strand of spider web over my arm, but I mean, we looked with light. There was nothing here,
Yeah.
so.
I felt something. It felt like it just kind of lightly pulled on the bottom of my shirt. And it almost felt like something really finely touched my left leg, right at the back on my calf. We've been getting some strange sounds over here, but that changed when you moved. Very strange. And we've heard a voice.
Yeah, it was a disembodied voice.
I don't know if it said bad or what, but it sounded like bad.
But it sounded not like a kid tone.
No, it sounded like an adult.
Like an adult man tone.
And we're 0.0 again, bud. Going up these steps is where the staff have heard the office chairs rolling. They've heard footsteps. So we're going to make our way up there and see if we can't just find out what is causing this chair to roll, if anything, and who might still be up there. Are you up here? If you're here, can you say hello? Do you know the little boy downstairs?
Who's that?
What?
That said, who's that?
I said.
I said it. Who?
What? Yep. Oh my God! Is that you, ma'am? Ma'am, are you here with me still? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Madam, can you say hi if you're here? Yes. Yes.
But that was a man's
That was
voice.
a man's voice. That was totally a man's voice. Anyone's in here? Do you know if the little boy?
That was a little boy voice.
Anyone's in here? Do you know if the little boy?
That was a little boy voice.
If this little fella's stuck here looking for his parents, that has got to be one of the most sad things I've ever heard. Alright, so up here in this office space, we've definitely gotten responses. We're not quite clear on exactly what these responses were, though. Some of them we could make out, and it seemed pretty easy. However, some of them we really couldn't. Though we have heard a man's voice, a woman's voice, and a little kid's voice. So I'm going to make my way down to the main floor now. So this was obviously one of those investigations where the girls got stuff. We definitely got some stuff, but we definitely need to go and review everything before I can make a solid opinion on the activity in this place. Here with Dean Trevely, our producer. He's also our cameraman, but he also has his degree in biology. So I know there's some things here that happen, Dean, and I know sometimes as much as we love to look for the paranormal, there's explanations.
No, that's right, John, and I'm glad you kind of brought that up because, first of all, we even experienced some difficulties. As you can hear bangs around, I mean, there's people upstairs.
Yeah.
This building is right in downtown Kamloops, and so there's a lot of noise bleed, there's a lot of bumps and bangs, and, we need to understand that sometimes for people, when they're in these situations, if they get paranormal stuck in their head, they don't rule out those things.
That's right.
And so I think that, for instance, things flying off shelves, well, it's a store.
Yeah.
You have people coming in and out, in and out. You've got employees in and out. And I mean, you turn your head and something's on the ground. It is easy to jump to the conclusion of paranormal, but at the same time, it is explainable. The other issue that we heard a lot of was breezes and feeling like things walking by. We noticed that there's a AC unit here. There's a lot of ventilation. It is a small facility. There's a door at the front, door at the back, windows at the back. Yep. It would not be hard to be able to recreate those types of situations as well too. So I'm not saying that there's not paranormal activity here, but what I am saying is we have a due diligence to rule out all plausible causes.
Absolutely.
So, I thought it was really important that we sat down and we talked a little bit about the fact that, open doors and things flying off shelves and cool breezes that, from my perspective, being kind of the skeptic of the show, that, it would be hard pressed for me to jump to the conclusion of paranormal when there is those types of things that could affect it.
No, and I'd have to agree with you. There's a lot of factors, absolutely, that could definitely explain a lot of the happenings here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Upon finishing the investigation and reviewing all of the evidence, Sarah and I felt that the presence of the vagrant man, the bubbly lady, and the scared little boy did indeed grace the building. We feel that TNP had confirmed the existence of unknown activity.
I have to admit, this is one of the more difficult cases for me to make a determination. I do feel that the majority of the evidence collected could have a plausible explanation. However, there were some pieces that did collaborate and support both Karina and Sarah's findings. It should be noted that Dean did feel fairly strongly that he felt there was plausible explanations to both the evidence collected as well as the claims of the employees. I guess you can say that our team is somewhat a hung jury, with the majority of us leaning towards confirmation of unknown activity.